Have you ever looked up from whatever you were doing and realized your cat has just been sitting there, completely still, watching you? Not meowing, not moving, not asking for anything obvious, just staring, those eyes locked onto yours. So calm and so intense at the same time. And you probably laughed it off or looked away first. A little unsettled maybe, wondering what on earth is going on in that tiny head. But here's the thing most cat owners never find out. That silence is not emptiness. That stare is not random. What your cat is actually doing in those moments is one of the most profound and scientifically fascinating behaviors in the entire animal kingdom. By the end of this video, you are never going to look at those eyes the same way again. 1. Have you ever noticed that your cat does not stare at just anyone? Think about that for a second. Your cat might completely ignore a guest in your home, barely glance at someone sitting right across the room, and yet when you walk in, those eyes find you immediately. There is a reason for that. Researchers at Oregon State University conducted a study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science that found domestic cats form what are called selective attachment bonds. Bonds that closely mirror the way human infants attach to their caregivers. Again, within those bonds, eye contact becomes a primary communication channel. Your cat has essentially decided that you are their safe base, their person. When a kitten is born, it cannot see, cannot hear, and cannot regulate its own body temperature. The only thing keeping it alive is its mother. And the first visual experiences the kitten has, once its eyes open around day 10, are of her. That maternal figure becomes encoded as safety. Over time, as your cat grew and bonded with you, you became that figure. So when your cat sits across the room and stares at you in silence, what is happening on a neurological level is that it is orienting toward its primary attachment figure. You are the thing that registers as safe in their nervous system. That silence is not blankness, it is focus. Devoted, instinct-driven, focus on the one being they feel most secure with. Picture this: you are reading on the couch. The house is quiet. You glance up and your cat is just sitting on the armrest, completely still, eyes on you. It feels almost surreal. But what is actually happening is your cat chose to be close to you, chose to watch you, and chose to stay. That is not nothing. That is everything. And there is even more happening beneath the surface of that gaze than you might realize. 2. What does it mean when the staring comes with an incredibly slow blink? You have probably seen this. Your cat locks eyes with you, and then, almost in slow motion, their eyelids drift down and back up. It is gentle and deliberate, and somehow deeply calming to witness. Scientists and animal behaviorists call this the slow blink, and it has been studied seriously. A 2020 study from the University of Sussex, led by Dr. Karen McComb, found that cats use the slow blink as a form of positive emotional communication, something they specifically do with humans they trust. The researchers discovered that when humans mirrored the slow blink back to their cats, the cats were significantly more likely to approach them. The slow blink, they concluded, functions similarly to a relaxed, non-threatening smile. This behavior is rooted in something ancient. In feline body language, a direct, unblinking stare between cats can signal a threat or a challenge. The slow blink is the opposite. It is your cat saying, "I see you, and I am not afraid." More than that, I am comfortable. I am at ease. I am content. When a kitten nurses, it will often close its eyes halfway, sinking into that warmth and safety of being with its mother. That half-lidded expression became hardwired as a signal of deep comfort and trust. When your cat slow blinks at you, it is drawing from that same ancient emotional vocabulary. It is giving you the most tender signal in its repertoire. So the next time you catch your cat staring and you slow blink back, and they slow blink again, you are not being silly. We're having a real conversation in a language that goes back. Thousands of years you are speaking, cat, and they are answering you. But here's what makes the next sign even more remarkable, because the staring does not always come with a blink. When it does not, what is happening is something completely different. 3. Have you ever noticed your cat staring at you right before they fall asleep? Not always mid-play, not always when they want food. Sometimes it is specifically at that moment when they are settling down. Their body getting heavy, their breathing slowing. They look at you and then they close their eyes. It is not coincidence. That is one of the most vulnerable things a cat can do. Sleep is the moment of greatest vulnerability for any prey animal. In the wild, closing your eyes means trusting your environment completely. Cats who sleep easily in your presence are demonstrating something their nervous system does not give away lightly. And the stare right before sleep is the final check-in. A visual confirmation that their safe person is still there. A study from the University of Lincoln found that cats show measurable signs of stress when separated from their preferred human, including disrupted sleep patterns and increased vocalization. When they are with their person, those stress markers drop significantly. Your cat staring at you before sleep is their nervous system doing its final security scan. You are the answer to the question, is it safe to close my eyes right now? When they look at you and decide yes, that is an act of trust, so deep most people walk right past it without ever recognizing what just happened. If you are finding this video meaningful, it would genuinely mean a lot if you hit the like button and subscribed. There is so much more on cat behavior and the bond you share with your pet coming up on this channel, and you do not want to miss it. For why does your cat sometimes stare at you and then look away the exact moment you make eye contact? This one drives people a little crazy. You feel the gaze, you look up, and the second your eyes meet theirs, they look away, like they were never looking at all. It can feel like a game or even a kind of cat arrogance. But what is actually happening is neurologically fascinating. Researchers studying feline social cognition have found that cats engage in what is called referential looking, a behavior where they alternate their gaze between a person and a point of interest to communicate. This type of gaze alternation is considered a marker of social intelligence and has previously been documented mainly in primates and dogs. But there is a deeper layer. In feline social dynamics, a sustained, direct stare can feel confrontational. So when your cat looks away after making eye contact with you, they are not dismissing you. They are actually engaging in a form of social softening, deliberately breaking the intensity to keep things comfortable between you. This behavior is something kittens learn first from their mothers, who will make eye contact and then groom, or look away to signal calm and safety. Your cat is doing the same thing with you. They are managing the emotional intensity of the attraction, because the connection means something to them. Picture this moment. You are at your desk. You feel watched. You look up and catch your cat mid-stare. And the moment your eyes meet, they look casually to the left, like they have spotted something fascinating in the wall. You smile. They're watching you the whole time. That small, ridiculous, wonderful moment that is your cat navigating a relationship with you with real social awareness. That is more than instinct. That is a bond being actively maintained. 5. What is happening when your cat stares at you from across the room without moving at all? Not from beside you, not from your lap, from a distance, just sitting somewhere elevated or across the space, completely motionless, watching. This kind of staring is particularly misunderstood. People sometimes find it eerie. But behavioral ecologists describe this as sentinel behavior, and it is deeply rooted in both wild feline instinct and attachment psychology. In small wildcat species, individuals who feel safe in an environment will position themselves at a vantage point and simply observe their surroundings, including the beings they live with. A study published in the journal Behavioral Processes found that cats who are more securely attached to their owners spend significantly more time in proximity to them, including watching them from a distance, compared to cats with insecure or avoidant attachment styles. The distant, motionless stare is actually a sign of secure attachment. Your cat is not worried. They are not plotting. They are simply including you in their picture of the world, monitoring the environment and finding you in it, registering you as a stable, comforting constant. For a cat, the ability to watch without needing to act is a sign of emotional safety. They are not on alert. They are at rest, with their attention resting gently on you. Think about what that means, that among everything in their environment, their eyes keep finding you. Not the window, not the food bowl, not a shadow on the wall. U6. Why does your cat stare at you when you are upset or crying? This one is the most emotionally striking of all, and the science behind it is only beginning to be fully understood. You have probably experienced it, a hard day, a quiet cry on the couch, and suddenly your cat is there, getting close. Or, at the foot of the bed, watching your face with a kind of stillness that feels almost knowing. Research from